Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your favorite black man, Maximus Black.
And I'm Miss Cleo.
And this is another normal game sent in by the fans on replays.lifesaglitchtv@gmail.com. Adam?
What? Who's Adam?
Hit me up, or Miss Cleo? Mm-hmm. Hit me up with that noise.
Call me now.
Starting over here in the right position, we have ReYsWraP.
It's a sick name, bro.
And over here we have Brandon.
That is a dope name.
Yeah.
Holy crap, it must have taken a while to come up with that
So
one.
last game, the Miss Cleo game, the wrestling game,
Everything but Starcraft
game was a long one, and we're hoping that if this is a long game, it's going to at least be exciting.
I'm going to swish my water around. And in it I see, a full sentence, believe it or not. It's a big cup. It says, if this game is longer than 15 minutes, we're ending it early.
That works. So this is a ZVZ here on Metalopolis. Do we have any announcements on the floor?
Not a whole lot. Go back, if you haven't watched them already, go back and see all of the games that we've posted for the Frag for Mental Health.
Yeah, I think
a lot of people are missing them because we've put, well, for one, we posted a lot of them in bulk, and so some of the games might be missed a bit. But also, I think a lot of people are just not watching them because they think they're just regular games that aren't very exciting. They're Masters and Grandmasters
If you guys
games.
are a fan of LAGTV, go watch those games. I mean, I'm actually really proud of some of the casting.
Yeah, because
some of our better,
we had
more
to
serious,
be,
but still.
Yeah, we had to be slightly more serious, but not overly serious. You know, we were definitely not, all uptight about it. It was a good medium. I was happy with it, and it was our first major event casting. Much higher level. I mean, there were quite a few grandmasters in that
and some pros.
That tournament, and a couple of pros. So. Yeah. Definitely go check those out if you haven't already. And of course, small updates about the website as it comes along. First drafts of things are starting to come through, I think, sometime this week as of this recording. And so there will be more to hear about that in the near future.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. I probably should have asked you that.
Yeah, no, that just happened like yesterday.
Cool.
Yeah. Now you know.
Yeah.
Hey, guess what?
I'm learning too.
First draft of random stuff is coming in.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, we haven't forgot about the website, and we're really, really excited about it.
It is being worked on. We are just not personally working on it at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, we've already wrote the check. It's underway. It's just we believe in taking our time.
Absolutely.
And well, we're just in no rush anyway.
Exactly.
But we are going to get it out to you guys very soon. You're gonna really like it.
Yep.
So
go ahead. I was going to start out with Starcraft talk because we need it in this match.
Yeah. A couple of lanes just popping out. Going to get rid of that drone very quickly. Both players still no expand, and I do see a Baneling's Nest. Very, very standard in a ZVZ. We've been noticing this a lot more. It's sort of the new.
It's going to become necessary pretty soon because if you don't have something to counter it, so you either need roaches to absorb it,
yeah,
or you need Banelings to counter Banelings, essentially.
Yeah, no, for sure. It looks like a Ray's actually not going to get the Banelings, actually not even going to go for the Roach Warren. He's just going to go ahead and grab his expand, which can be a good thing if...
Interesting timing on that expansion.
Yeah, I feel like it's a bit late.
It came at 24 food, so that's a shade on the late side.
Yeah.
Which might just mean that these guys are slightly lower level, but you never know. I haven't personally seen an expand coming that late for any particular builds. We do have that spine crawler down here for Brandon, just outside. As he is one basing this, I guess he feels he might need
we
an
are
extra
going to see some fast roach. So maybe that was his objective here. Was to. I still really don't.
Not following entirely, but it's still one of those. Not everybody follows those builds.
Yeah, no. And you know what? Sometimes weird timings work.
Absolutely, because everybody is so used to. Yep. Everybody's like, oh, okay, well, I see that, it's 14 hatch, 14 pool, and then I know I'm going to see this at this point in time. But so if you do switch it up sometimes, it can be definitely to your benefit.
He's about to scout all of those Banelings,
and
he's about to just be sour about life. Wow, he actually gets out just the nick of time. So he knows what's going on, and lucky for him, he actually has that Roach Warren, which is a pretty hard counter to Banelings. They just soak them up. As long as Brandon doesn't get a big mass of Speedlings to surround those roaches, I think he's going to be...
He'll be okay.
Raze is going to be okay.
Yeah.
Unless he can get maybe some sneaky Banelings in behind it and do a lot of economic damage. But besides that, he should be in decent shape here.
Yeah, I would say if anything that he does need is at least one spine crawler down at his natural. That is the one thing you're going to need. If you see a bunch of Banelings coming your way, if you do have roaches, get at least one spine crawler up between, I would say, well, look at that. He is getting one right now. Decent position.
He's only building
might want to be
roaches,
a bit further
though.
back, but he is building a couple spine crawlers. So, yeah, only 2 roaches is a bit strange. I would have definitely skipped drones entirely and got like 8.
Yeah. We just watched him build like 4 or 5 drones there. He knew that those banelings were being morphed. He also knew that the attack was coming from that tower, and he's leaving himself completely wide open. There is a lot of speedlings. This is exactly what I was talking about, and he's going to be able to surround these roaches. These banelings are going to be able to hit that mineral line if they really want to do it, and he just totally wastes a bunch of them on those roaches. I do not agree with that.
No, that is one thing that you can't... Oh, he didn't get the cancel on that spine crawler. The other one is going up now. It doesn't have a whole lot of health left, and it's going to get taken down by the remainder of those Zerglings, and the Zerglings are now going to have free reign into the mineral line, and all those banelings are going to make their way in, and
Nice.
Very nice. Much better use of your banelings there, sir. Getting rid of that. Banelings against roaches, not great, but and never waste your banelings, especially if you only have one. Throwing it into a hatchery. Always go for the drones if you can. Good job going after the queens first. He's basically shutting down ReYsWraP almost entirely right now, and he's not going to be able to do a whole lot about it. He's got some roaches now, and he's probably going to be able to hold off the remainder of this attack. But a lot of economic damage.
Let's talk about the issues here for Brandon. Okay. There's multiple ones. For one, that attack was pretty bad. He did the damage when he, when I say pretty bad, I mean it could have been a lot better.
In terms of execution.
Yes, exactly.
It was successful, just not executed all that well.
But here's another main issue now. His macro during that attack, there wasn't any.
Right.
It's like that didn't even exist. He was sitting at 900 minerals. He does not have an expand up. He's basically being hard countered right now against roaches. He didn't get to kill this expand. If he would have played his cards right, he should have. And look, he's just going to be greedy now while these roaches are going across the map. And he's actually going to go for this expand. And Rays totally sees it. And I actually think it's going to be GG. I mean,
well, it pretty much has to be. If he holds whatever little amount of lings is back home, that's all that's really threatening him right now. And the next round of roaches and the drones will be able to handle that perfectly fine. Back in here, we're seeing that the spine crawler didn't go down yet, but we do have all the roaches making their way in, and this is a massive force that will easily wipe out everything in Brandon's base.
Yeah, this is it.
And so this is going to have to be GG. He didn't cancel out the gold. He let that continue. He didn't get up any more spine crawlers or anything when he saw those roaches come across the map. Really there's nothing he can do, and he has been cleaned up back over at Ray's base, and so at this point it is all but GG, and that's going to be it, which is unfortunate because he doesn't even have a whole lot of drones back home.
It was his macro. I mean, he didn't get an expand, he didn't build units while he was attacking, the attack was half-assed. I mean, he only has himself to blame for this game. I mean, a valiant effort. I mean, it looked pretty. The thought of it was nice, but
I'm posting this game as I have to assume this game is looking an awful lot like a bronze or silver, is what this is looking like to me. We're seeing 24 expands, and we're seeing not great decision making in terms of use of banelings and expansion timings and stuff like that. But certainly, nope, wow. Not even.
Oh wow! A little bit of BM.
All right,
here
a little BM there at the end for Ray's toss.
I mean, I can sit here and dig deep into Ray's play if I really wanted to, but I'm not gonna.
No, we're not going to. But just to quickly wrap up there for those of you who are lower level Zerg players out there. One, don't 24 expand.
Not unless you're planning on doing some sort of aggression or there's a specific reason why.
If you expand that late, that means you've taken the time to harass or something.
Yeah, and absolutely, Adam's right. Like I don't know. I didn't get it.
Yeah, no,
but it worked.
It worked in this case. But there's a reason why there are builds that work fairly well. Learn the basic ones first. Your 14 expands and your 14 pools, so on and so forth, because they can accomplish the same thing in terms of harassment and getting your expansion up even quicker. But when it comes to banelings, do not throw your banelings into roaches.
No,
that is the biggest takeaway from this match. Do not throw your banelings into roaches, and do not throw your last baneling into a hatchery. It's not going to kill the hatchery. It is not going to make it any easier to kill the hatchery.
No.
Run it up and hit a queen, hit drones, anything that is a lower health, higher priority target than that, because if you're not going to kill the hatchery, don't bother throwing it.
There was a nice big bust, though, here at the mineral line. That was beautiful.
I have to say, that was a great job there. He definitely got he did get like pretty much every drone with that bust, and so that was a definite thumbs up for there, and these guys did do some good things in this match, but just for those who were watching, keep that kind of stuff in mind.
Yep.
As always, I mean, the big one that you mentioned for Brandon was learn to macro while you're attacking.
Yeah,
that's a really hard thing to do when you're in the lower leagues. I think that's probably one of the biggest hurdles.
It comes with practice.
And it just comes with practice. But I would say teach yourself to spend 80% of your time macroing, 20% of your time actually looking at the battle at hand.
I think Zerg's biggest thing, the biggest hurdle a lot of Zerg players is learning how to inject correctly and getting those
keeping
inject
the timings. Yeah.
perfect. You know what I mean? Like knowing exactly when to go and do the inject, and that's what kills a lot of Zergs in the lower to mid games, and definitely in the late games. If you're in the late game, you miss an inject, you're dead. Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
But higher league, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway. That's
gonna be it.
That's it. Decent game, nothing crazy. Some mistakes on both sides, but a nice display
from these mistakes.
Yeah, a nice display of a nice little buster at the mineral line, but work out some things.
Keep working on it, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, we will see you soon. Stay safe. Have a good one. This has been LAGTV coming to you from the fine locale of Canuckville, Canada. I'm Nova War.
And I'm Maximus Black.
Peace.